Hey, Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision what comic books to buy. And today, fans, we're talking about a new independent from Image Comics. This is called Chrononauts, issue number 1. This is written by Mark Millar, and the artwork is done by Sean Murphy. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Sean Murphy's work, he recently did the work for The Wake. So if you open up the book here, we get to see how the artwork looks. And yeah, this book, if you read that series, The Wake, it reminds me just like it. The artwork, the coloring, everything about it is the same. And I know someone out there, most of you guys out there are very familiar with Mark Millar's work. He's done Kick-Ass, he's done Nemesis, Kingsman, he's done all that stuff. So you guys should be familiar with his work here, but here's some more of that artwork. So artwork was pretty cool, reminded me of The Wake. What did I think of the issue? What was the issue about? Will I be buying issue number 2? All right, so first off, we get these two scientists, and you know, they're the main scientist here. His name is Dr. Quinn, and he's infatuated with time travel. So we wind up finding out in this issue that he is building kind of like a time machine, but right now it's like a satellite at the first stages. So as they're testing it, they go through the little portal. The satellite goes to specific time, and they wind up experimenting with it firsthand at Gettysburg, and it's live on TV. Everyone can see what this satellite has done. It's brought back Gettysburg. It's like watching it live, and everyone was outstanding by it. It was on all the talk shows and things like that. So as the issue progresses, we get to see that 18 months have passed, and we get to see the other doctor in here, and his name is Dr. Riley, and he's kind of like the rock star, the rock star out of the two. One is more, serious, and then the other one likes to party and have fun and gets in front of the camera and things like that. And we wind up finding out that they're about to go travel themselves. And what the one doctor did, Dr. Riley, he's the one that made the time travel device really small and sleek because that was his specialty. And he wound up making it into like a belt-like form so they can travel through this actual portal or whatnot. So, and they can actually take more people with them if they chose to. And they have like 100 years battery life. So the 100 years battery life lasts forever on here. So as they're about to travel into the past, we get to see Dr. Quinn. He doesn't really have anybody to say goodbye to. He has a divorced wife. He was this overachiever that didn't pay attention to his wife, and that's why he got divorced. And he's trying to say goodbye to her on her phone. And then you got the rock star guy. You get to see this guy here, Dr. Riley. He's just sitting there going, "Hey, girl, I'm going to marry you when I get back." And he's just like, and the other doctor's like, "Yeah, you've known her for 5 days." And he's like, "I didn't say it was going to last." So right as the experiment starts to happen, they say their final goodbyes, and there's some good humor in the book as you read. And right away, you would think that maybe they go jump into this past, and it would take some time for something bad to happen. But right as the project gets underway, Dr. Riley winds up going through some mishap to go, some time wave gets all messed up. He gets knocked off a course, and it got messed up back in 1986, and they were supposed to go to some timeline, and they wind up going back into trying to remember the time that they went back to, but they went back into 1504. I think that's where it was. And what happens is his best friend's got to go after him and try to save him and try to bring him back. He winds up going to that specific time successfully, and then the next thing you wind up finding out is right away he gets attacked by all kinds of knights and guys on with armor, and it looks like there's this the big battle going on, and he's just in a whole bunch of world of shit right now, and that's pretty much how the issue ends because he literally gets shot in the shoulder with an arrow and through the leg. And where his friend is, we have no idea at this point. So the book starts off at the end of the first issue with a whole bunch of crazy chaos. So what did I think about this first issue of Chrononauts? It did pique my interest when I read the solicit on it. I was sitting there going, this kind of sounds interesting. Mark Millar's writing style is pretty cool. I've liked Kick-Ass, I like Jupiter's Legacy, I like Nemesis, so he has a good track record for me. So I wanted to really give this one a try and see what this was about. And I was just, by the time I got done with it, I really enjoyed it. And Sean Murphy's artwork, I like his artwork. I do think it fits the book for this type of style of book. Now, time travel books tend to be somewhat predictable, especially with this story. You obviously knew something was going to go wrong. You obviously knew that they were going to get stuck in time. It's just a matter now of how they tell the story going forward. What sets it different from all these other time travel books? And will it get like crazy confusing, or will it be an easy understanding story that these guys just get stuck in time and somehow they have to get back to the current time? It's kind of like a modern day, maybe a little bit more serious Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That's kind of like maybe what it could be. But I really enjoyed the book for what it was, and I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. I can't wait to see what issue 2 has to present to its readers. And guys, I suggest you go out and check this one out. So this is Chrononauts issue number 1. Again, 4 out of 5 stars. Guys, let me know your comments below what you thought of this actual book. Did you read it? Did you not? Did you pass on it? Did you like it? Any comment will do. I'm just curious to see what everyone's thoughts are. So guys, until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spiderslayer signing off. Guys, don't forget to check out comicrelated.com, and our Comic Frontline live shows are now on iTunes, so you guys can check that out as well. If you haven't got a chance to watch the show, you now can listen to the show, and there's some added little musical features to it too. So again, guys, this is Mike Spiderslayer signing off, and I'll see you in the next comic book review. Take care, fans.